Hi everyone, it's Vicki. Welcome to my channel. And today I got to go inside a greenhouse, a secret greenhouse that I wasn't supposed to be in, but I did not know that. I went to the wrong greenhouse and I have some great footage of that. But I'm not going to tell you where it is because I wasn't supposed to be in there, so pardon my appearance. I have pulled hair, swimsuit, so yeah, I was catching my breath. I was exercising in the pool. But anyway, I did buy some orchids. I'll explain that when I pull them out and go through them. Why I ended up with orchids, because I really didn't go there to buy a bunch of orchids, but I did. So let's see what I bought. And let's see how the greenhouse looks. Okay, here we are. As you can see, we have one bloomer there. Looks like a cattleya to me. So let's take them out and look at them. Okay, first orchid. It's a $15 orchid. I don't know what kind of orchid it is, but maybe when I do my editing, I'll get all fancy and find photos of these online and stick those in. Or maybe I'll be lazy and I won't. Whatever it is, it has pseudobulbs here. I'm going to guess it's a cattleya. Cattleya, however you like to say it. And what I was going to tell you is that the orchid sale started at 9 o'clock in the morning and ran till 4. Well, I didn't actually get to the place until after 3. It's quite a drive for us, and we had a late start because tummy wasn't feeling good this morning. So while I tell the story, you can look at the beautiful orchid. So anyway, we got a late start, didn't get there till after 3. And there was really nobody around, and so I just went in the first greenhouse thinking that was it. But actually it was greenhouse number 4. The others were, actually producing commercial orchids. Number 4 was really just a table setup. I didn't see, it could have been, a watering system and stuff, but I really didn't see that. But anyway, he told me before I went over there, he said it's really picked over because they were so busy between 9:30 and 10 that people were waiting an hour to check out. The first table I came to, I didn't think, the prices seemed pretty high, and then the next 2 tables, they didn't. But I also found a lot of orchids that I passed on that looked a little dehydrated or something, and me tending to be more of an underwaterer than an overwater, I didn't think I needed to start there. So, but then I did find some, weeded through them and found what I thought were the healthiest. But this is the only one that was like, this one was 35. Everything else was like 10 or 15, I think. But that's probably because it was blooming, and it's a pretty big orchid here, if you can tell that. And he smells good. I'm not smelling as much right now as I did when I was in there. There were a couple of these, and this looked like the healthiest of the 2. So my husband told me not to go crazy. So what I did is I asked the guy when I brought how many did I get? 6 orchids to the front. I go, is this considered crazy? And he said, oh no, one lady had 2 huge boxes filled with them today. I said, okay, good. Because my husband just said, don't go crazy. Oh, I forgot to see what this kind is. Volcano Queen. I do like these showy Cattleya type orchids. I don't know, there's something about them. Dendrobians are nice because they do and phals because they have such long lasting flower spikes. But there's just something about a cat. Okay, so here's another one. Appears to be a cat as well. Well, see, this one has pretty substantial pseudobulbs here. This one is a caney looking one. So maybe it isn't a cat. Oh no, it does have them. They're just smaller. I don't think they are a cane. I think it's a pseudo. Okay, so this is... So there we go. That's what it is. And it was also $15, just like the first one. Alright, so those first 3 appear all to be Cattleyas. And then here's another one, which has a broken leaf on it. I saw that there, but it was the best one. Let's see, this one looks, yeah, the soil is super dry. The leaves look dry, but it's sort of a rescue orchid. There were a few that needed rescue, but $15, but I think it's another cat. And where is the... Oh no! Oh no, there it is. I was going to say, I tried to be sure I got one with the thingy bobber. That isn't what the other one said, is it? Yamamadra something. Did I get 2 of the same one? What was that first one? Yamanadra. Yeah. Well, what do you know? I got 2. Both $15, as you can see. Okay, well, I'm going to give one to a friend, I guess. Actually, I could have a giveaway on my channel. Alright, now this is a big guy. And that's why this $10 price tag was a little surprising. I tried so hard not to get 2 of the same one. But what they had done is they had sold down so much. They only had maybe less than 10% of the stock they started with. So they had just scooted it all together. So I think some people probably moved stuff, got out of place. But here we go. So that's that. And look how big he is. He's pretty substantial. He's as big as the blooming one. They had a... Now I'm thinking maybe he has purple or something, because look at his... You know how some plants, when they get a lot of sun and they get spots that are like purple, that often the plant is purple or a dark red. I was going to tell you, they had quite a few encyclia, or encyclia, however you like to say it. But, yeah, I didn't go for all of those. Oh, this is a $20 one. And this is, I think, just the one encyclia that I bought. don't know. So it's in a teeny little, look, it's in a teeny little thing. My hand in comparison. Teeny little pot. But this is a new piece, oops. It's a new piece of growth right there, see? So he looks pretty good. He's got some broken wings. Well, that looks kind of like a newer one too. So anyway, so those are my 5 orchids. No, 6. So here's an aerial of my 6 orchids. I think I spent $110 or something. Can't remember now. Or 107. I think it was 107 for 6 orchids. That's pretty good. And I think I really did pick out the best conditioned of what was left after the sale. They had 2 other vendors or 3 other vendors that were there today that sold pots and other items, and that's what I was excited about because I wanted to get more of this type of pot, like Bangjong has, but they don't ship. And I was hoping that someone was selling those today, but they were gone already by the time I got there. They had already packed up and left. So I guess next year. Until then, let's... Oh, and I have one shot of an orchid that I filmed, but I didn't have my thing on record, of an orchid that they had hanging in the sale area that wasn't for sale. You could get a little seedling for $75. He said he could go get one, but no. But anyway, too chancy on those little seedlings for me. Anyway, he said that it had just won some award in a Miami show. So, and it was beautiful, and it was scenting up the entire greenhouse where the few leftover plants were. So, thanks so much for watching my video. I hope that you liked it and that you will give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you're not a subscriber, welcome, and I hope that you will subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thanks for coming back. And if you grow orchids, please comment below. Tell me something about what you grow. Good night. Oh, one more thing. You know me, I always have a PS. I mentioned that he had a show orchid there that had won a prize. I think it was at this one right here, the Miami Orchid Show, because he said it as though it was last weekend, and I see the dates on this one. But also in the box, there were 2 others. In case you live in Florida and you're interested, there's a Valentine show and sale by the Boca Raton Orchid Society. And that's where it's going to be. And it says February 8 and 9 of 2020. And then finally, I love that photo. It's like a watercolor of an orchid. Gorgeous. Orchids in Paradise, January 4th and 5th in 2020 at Sarasota Municipal Auditorium. Now, I will be on a cruise there in this time, so I won't get to go, which is too bad because I don't mind traveling to Sarasota. It's closer than where I went today, which shall remain unnamed because I was in the greenhouse and shouldn't have been. But so if you're interested and you live anywhere near Central Florida and want to go to Sarasota, or you live on the East Coast and want to go to Boca Raton, there you go.